Good afternoon. We are officially in a recession. As of this morning, we have printed 2 quarters in a row of negative GDP growth. By historical measures, some people can deny it if they want to, by historical measures, that means we're officially in a recession. And most of us know it. If you go to the pump, if you go to the food store, if you go anywhere, you're just going to spend more money. As a result, people are spending less money overall. We're starting to cut back on airplane travel, trips. People aren't taking the vacations that they were used to. We're in a recession. What does that mean for interest rates? What does that mean for housing? Interest rates in most recessionary time periods come down. In the 1980s, I'm going to show you guys this in a minute, we were as high as an 18% interest rate. At one time period, we fell 5 full percentage points caused by a recession. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. But bigger picture, interest rates come down. Home prices actually go up. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't want to spend as much on a house. So why would I do that if I'm in a recession? I would need to cut back. Well, home prices continue up during these time periods. Homes become more affordable. Let me give you this bigger picture before we show you a couple charts and graphs. The beginning of the year, we were in a crazy market. Crazy. You couldn't buy a house if you wanted to. I'd put up a house for sale, and within an hour, there'd be 10 offers. I had all kinds of buyers sitting on the sideline getting frustrated. Why were they frustrated? Their offer was one of 15, 20 within the very first day. It was hard to put those buyers in a position to buy the house. Now buyers are able to buy a home. We're in a normal market. It feels weird being in a normal market. We haven't been there for a couple of years, but basically home buyers are able to buy in this normal market. Let me show you guys a couple of charts and then we'll talk about where we're going to be going in the future.
This slide right here shows mortgage rates during past recessionary time periods. The dark blue lines are the recessionary time periods that we've been through over the past few years. The one right behind my picture is the COVID recession. COVID time period, we saw interest rates drop from 3.75 down to 2.75. Going back into the 1990s, we saw interest rates drop from an 11% interest rate to an 8.75% mortgage interest rate. Going back into the 1980s, we saw huge drops. We saw 18% interest rates drop to 13%. We saw 16% rates go to 11.75%. The point being, interest rates drop during recessions. What happens to home prices? Home prices almost always go up. There's been a couple exceptions. But during recessions, home prices almost always go up. COVID, home prices went through the roof. In the 1990s, home prices kept going up through the recession. 1980s, home prices kept going up. There's one exception here, and that's the mortgage mess. We're in an entirely different period than we were during the mortgage mess. Mortgage mess was caused by mortgages. It was caused by a bad housing environment. We're not in that instance right now.
In summary, I want to wrap this up. Our advice to people is that they buy right now, even though we may see lower interest rates in the future. Why would you buy now if interest rates are going to be lower in the future? Because we think home prices are going to go up. What we're telling people right now is buy, get in the house that you want. You couldn't touch a house 4 months ago, 5 months ago. You can now find a home. There's going to be more homes for sale. Buy the home you want and then work on the financing later. Home prices have come down a little bit. We don't expect that to last much longer. Once we hit January, February, we're expecting much lower interest rates because of the recession, and we expect home prices to go up. If we could do anything else to help, please call us 949-218-7075. And do us a favor, like and subscribe our YouTube channel, like and subscribe our Facebook channel. And if I could do anything else to help, call me anytime.